When we left part 1, we'd just finished off with a working handle and door, so now it's time for us to get making the catch. We've now finished the handle and the locking mechanism, so now what we need to do is fabricate this little tray that's going to fit inside the bottom and collect the ash. I've drawn up a little picture, but essentially all it is a tray. It's going to be slanted at the edge, and that means that you can pull it out, chuck away the ash and easily slide it back in. Now another feature on it is that you can slightly pull it out to allow air to travel inside the micro log burner without having to open the door. The tray is complete. We've got a little handle on there as well now, so you can easily pull it in and out of the stove. Now what's left to do is we need to make the top. Now we want the top to fit on and slightly lip over, and then it's going to have the flue coming out the back here. I'm thinking what we're also going to have is a little bit of a baffle in there, just because it is quite small. We don't want all of the heat to just go straight up the chimney or the flue. We want it to kind of contain in the stove a little bit. So I'm going to add a bit of a baffle in order to make that happen.
So I've got this angle iron, and this is what I'm going to be using to make the feet and legs of the stove. Now I don't want them to be too high, as it will kind of look like it's on stilts then, and I don't really like them kind of designs. So we're going to have it a little bit shorter, but it's still going to have enough room that you can put some bits of wood in there for kindling so they can be drying out for your next fire. So all we need to do is draw up some designs, cut the angle iron, and then we can weld them to the stove, and then we can start thinking about sanding this sucker down so we can get it painted. One thing I want the feet to have is a way of anchoring the stove to the ground. So if you've got it in a van, your stove isn't just going to be relying on your chimney flue to hold it in place. It's going to be bolted to the floor. I'm probably just going to have a bit of 3mm sheet with some holes in that will allow the stove to be anchored to the floor. You can just stick some bolts through it, something like that. We've finished the feet, they've got a bolt hole in, and they've got this nice angle. Now the way I'm thinking of positioning these isn't so that the square edge is on the outside, it's that the square edge is on the inside. So they're going to fit on like so. That means that there's a bit more of an easier access to the bolt holes, and also I think with the angles pointing in along with that square edge, I think it looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So I've tacked the legs on, and I don't know if it's just that I've stared at it for too long, but I think with the legs how they are and the feet pointing out, that it actually looks a bit strange. So I'm gonna take them off and put them on the other way, just to see how it looks with them pointing inwards. I don't know. I'm not sure that I like it around this way either. Hold on, let me turn this off. I don't know whether I prefer it this way or the other way. I mean, it looks a bit more boxy this way. Right, I thought I would prefer it this way round with the feet pointing in, but after staring at it for so long with the feet pointing out, and it's starting to look a bit strange. But now I'm looking at this and it looks kind of boxy and a bit boring. So I'm so unsure of what to do, I really don't know. I think the original way with the feet pointing out, it looks a bit more quirky, that sort of thing. But then this way, there's a little bit more room underneath for you to dry out some wood or whatever. So my plan is to go onto social media and basically get votes from people. I'm gonna do it on Instagram and on Facebook, and we'll see what the results come in. I'll take some pictures of both ways and let the people decide. So it's up to you guys.
Now that we've painted the log burner, we can assemble it and then take it outside for its first test burn. Seeing that no flames escape through the chimney and that the airflow can be controlled by opening the ash collection tray, I would say that that makes the burner a success. Although having a glass door would have been a nice touch, I do think the green really adds something. Let me know what you think about the burner in the comments. Thank you to everyone who helped me decide on the leg orientation. Find me on Instagram to join in with stuff like that, at Andre T. Kemp. I really hope you enjoyed this one, guys. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one.